ask Michał Zabost, who is farmer, journalist, and manager. And Michał will talk to us about robot application, which I'm always very impressed with when I walk my dog and I see it working instead of the farmer. The floor is yours, Michał. Thank you.
Thank you, Magda. Hello, everybody. Yeah, that's nice to hear that, for example, Magda is very happy looking at the robot because living close to Institute in Puławy, he can see almost every day robots staying there at Institute's farm. And due to limited time, I'd like to briefly say about Roboty, which is autonomous field robot, autonomous field platform, as someone says. It will be a brief case about the various in-field application of Roboty. What Roboty is, you can see here. It's a fully automated robot, farming robot, which enables transition many farms towards sustainable farming. It can be organic farm or conventional as well, by reducing labor cost, high precision, I can say also quite well capacity. And what is one of the most important factors robotic can works together with standard implements existing in the farm currently. Roboty is a real pioneer in this quite new solution, what is robotizing of farming worldwide. Robotic based on 4 pillars of success. The first one is, of course, the precision, because the robot, any robot, is more precise than human, and enables precise seeding, weeding, cultivation, chemical plant protection, as well as collecting the data from field, from the crops. The second pillar is efficiency. Operational time for robots even 24/7, 24 hours a day per 7 days a week. One of the versions of robotic can work up to 60 hours, because the limiting factor is diesel tank capacity, and having 300 liters diesel tank, robotic can operate up to 60 hours. This safety is very important for robotizing, and robotic basis on redundant safety system. There is several safety systems. I will show it a little bit later. And last but not least is, of course, reliability, because we know from the practice that there is no worse thing than giving the farmer great solution and leave him with this solution alone. So the support is also very important and goes into the reliability area. Several sentences about robotic history. It's not a very fresh product. It's over 25 years, because the first research project started about 2000, and for next years it was transformed from simple self-driving field cultivator into robotic as we know currently. It is as autonomous tool carrier. Robotic, of course, can operate with no need to involve human, operates autonomously. It's designed for precision farming, designed for soil protection due to its weight, about 3 tons. So robotic can significantly reduce soil compaction. It's designed for accurate and precise work with RTK navigation. It's driven by standard diesel engine and hydraulic components. It is equipped with a 3-point hitch standard tractor hitch. And to be honest, robot is one of the most safe robots on the market. What is important for the user, for farmer, that robotic can work with existing equipment, the equipment existing in the farm. We can first of all customize robotic working with and choose the proper way working with between 1. Let's say 8 meter up to 3.65 meter. It's so far not adjustable, but also if we have tractor, the working width of the tractor is also not adjustable. But if robotic can work with 3-point hitch like a tractor, we can, as I said, typical farmers equipment. We can mount it on robotic, and finally, some tools should be or need to be simply adjusted for optimal usage with robotic and to use its capacity. What is the main, let's say, way we offer robotic to the farmers? Robotic can solve the biggest problems for farmers nowadays. The first, of course, as we know, is the lack of even not skilled, because skilled worker is very, very valuable and costs a lot of money. But generally, lack of labors is the first problem we can solve with robotic. Some uniform and repetitive works we must repeat on the fields, for example, weeding, some spraying, etc. One of the bigger and bigger problem is higher requirement for food and safety documentation. Using robotic, we can collect all the data needed by some authorities or our customers. Soil degradation, as I said, and cost optimization. But the soil degradation is really big problem. We can observe the effects of soil degradation. These pictures we see not only in Poland, every spring and every autumn. Sometimes the fields must wait for better conditions to cultivate, and sometimes these conditions never come because of reduced water infiltration. Mm, uh, Yield reduction is a really big problem we can observe for years, and there is several positions if we look at literature. And for example, this is a slide showing that in some Western European countries, we can observe yield stagnation because of soil degradation. Poland seems to be here one of the green islands, but for example, Scandinavians suffer for last 40 years the yield stagnation. If we talk about, for example, winter wheat. To minimize the risk of soil compaction, we can use robotic with success because its weight is about 3 tons. Lower risk, it gives lower risk of soil erosion, and we can start the season earlier, optimizing, of course, the yields. I repeat once again, robotic is compatible with standard farmers implement existing in the farm. We can use seeders, we can use weeders, sprayers, transplanters, etc., etc. It's a big plus for such versatile tool career autonomous platform. Security, safety. We have here 7 systems. First of all is GPS-based virtual fencing. Of course, as most more robots, we have 3D laser scanner, LiDAR, pressure sensitive bumper. This is the red belt around the robot. We can of course stop and start robotic remotely online from our smartphone, tablet, from laptop. Very important feature: robotic can drive only forwards. It will never be going back. 5 emergency stop buttons, and of course we will be informed about wheel slip and for example stuck. I'm sorry for a moment. See. And the highest precision is possible thanks to RTK system. This field boundaries realized by GPS. It gives us accuracy of working, of driving plus minus 2 centimeters. Of course, we need SIM card to apply in robotic, because robotic needs access to internet, because it's one of the safety system in this robot. What is important from researchers' point of view, and more from farmers' point of view, we can collect some data. We have several cameras based on mounted on robotic. We can manage the data. We can manage the safety to see the quality of work done by robotic, to see if implement works properly, and what is important, it's everything realized in real-time application. Very interesting solution for farmers and scientists, researchers, is small device called crop eye camera, which allows us to control the conditions upon soil, to control the situation with the weeds, the situation with crop growth, and quality of the job made by robotic and its implement. Virtual fieldwork is an application connected to crop eye. We can mount on the frame of the robot 2 high-res cameras. It's normal, let's say, optical camera, which makes photos with density which we want to have. We adjust how many pictures per hectare we can make, we would like to have, and it allows robotic to create a map, for example, for weeding. The green belts you can see here is the job done by robotic, and the green points, the green dots you can see here are the pictures taken on the field, because everyone picture is geotagged, so we can easily find exact position of the picture taken from the field. This is an example of the picture taken by crop eye. We can see on the picture many details, and it's also very good tool to recognize the weed species even. What's more, the system can also recognize the weeds. It recognizes monocots, dicots, and regular crops, and can differentiate it on this picture, we can see in blue, the wheat, the dicots, in red monocots. And after that, we can conclude about wheat species and wheat population. Of course, everything is written, let's say, on the web services. We have access to, let's say, all the fields when where Roboti was working with crop eye camera. We can at every moment we can find a position, localization, and the picture, and see what was going on the field. Having such solution, we can also collect the data regarding to our crop, creating the map, creating the pictures. If the farmers work together with agronomist, there is no need for agronomist for the advisor to go to the field and walking around. It could be everything. Everything we can find everything in SAS service. We can create weed maps, for example, like this, having several fields. We can see that the problems with the weeds we have only in some parts of the field. After that, we can prepare easily a shape field map, a weed map with a shape format, and this map can be applied even to spraying drone, which of course use much less water and less chemical substances per hectare. If we would like to use Roboti with spot sprayer, it's also possible. I hope you can hear the sound. The spot sprayer is gazing also on the wind map, mounted on Roboti. This is sugar bit probably, and the main problem in this sugar bit field is potato plants growing after previous season. So operation autonomously is possible and quite easy if we don't use spot sprayer, for example, because we are, for example, organic farmer, and we are leading the farm in so-called ecology. We can use mineral weeder, also based on robotic. This is what I'm showing you. These are only several examples of implements that could be mounted in robotic and working autonomously day and night, during weekends, during holidays, and another time when it's very hard to convince a field worker to come to the field and make hand weeding, for example. Everything I showed you lead us to the big question about future, and we ask ourselves and the farmers and the corporates, customers, who is the future food producer? And we got answers. As you can see here, it doesn't matter if it's male or female, the person will be between 30, 50 years, with education as educated as farmer or agronomic, even business. And the main pain, the main problem of such person will be lack of reliable workforce, but still the main objective will be looking for cost-efficient production. That's all from my side. Thank you very much for your attention. Thank you very much for invitation.